Kamari. 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 Kamari.
Also, the journalist is going to be here in 10 minutes.
How exciting.
I have a meeting with Dr. Clay from 10 to 11, and you will need to postpone his meeting with Mr. Evans until 11 o'clock.
Will do. Oh, I must have forgotten to write it down, because I can't see anything scheduled.
Oh, it is just about the finances. We organised it last minute. Please remind Dr. Clay when he comes in.
Oh, so is Poster Boy ready for his big interview?
Not really, could you not call me that, please?
Do you know, I always fancy being a model.
I'm not a model.
Being whisked off to Milan or Paris on some photo shoot. Sadly, I didn't have the cheekbones, or the legs, or any discernible jawline.
Morning, Jimmy.
Oh, don't forget you've got a meeting this morning.
Right.
Must be important. Being taken off schedule.
No, it's just changes to the timetable.
Oh, Mrs. Templey said it was about finances.
Well, maybe we should call the police.
Over a smashed window. Doubt they come out for that.
Well, someone might have tried to break in.
Nothing's been taken. Maybe I left it open last night. The wind caught it.
Oh, so it's your fault. Well, you need to get it fixed.
I will.
Swanning round Africa all those years and barely a thought for me.
Not true.
Do you think I want to be reminded?
He's not here yet.
No. Who? Some journalists. I'm being interviewed for that Careers Without Limits campaign.
Ooh, rather you than me.
And after the podcast, can't exactly say I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but that was different. Yeah, this time you'll be more in control. You can get your point across.
Nonsense. Whatever you say, they are going to write what they want.
Well, hopefully they'll be interested in my views on immigration.
Look at me. Ignore him.
Morning, Doctor.
Morning.
She's in the front room. Just go in.
All right, thanks.
Kamari? Oh.
Good. Right, how's the angina been? Any more episodes?
No.
And the arthritis?
Well, I won't be winning any marathons anytime soon. But at least it's no worse than it was.
Good. Oh, I like those. Where did they come from?
Oh, Kath put those up. Souvenir of her time in Kenya.
Oh, was she there long?
Over 20 years. Barely a letter in all that time. Well, she'd still be there now if her husband hadn't run off with the maid.
Mum.
Oh, it's true, isn't it? You've only got yourself to blame, letting yourself go while being waited on by others.
Would you like a drink, Doctor?
No, thank you.
2 servants she had. Can you believe that?
Right, well, I just need to take your blood pressure. Everything all right?
What? Yes, it's nothing.
Just call me Don.
Okay.
So, I hope you don't mind if I record you.
No, not at all.
Great. Well, let's get to it. So, this Careers Without Limits campaign. Worthwhile project.
Oh, yeah. Anything that inspires young people, especially those from minority backgrounds, has got to be a good thing.
So, do you think they've been denied access to things like higher education?
In some cases, but I certainly believe they feel it's not an option for them. It's all about aspirations. Sorry.
Absolutely no. No, it's fine. Listen, this is just the type of stuff we're after.
Good.
So, what's up with you? You've had a face like sin ever since you came in.
I was down by the big tree, and I think I saw someone.
Who? For goodness sake, who was it?
Kamari.
What are you talking about?
I saw her, I swear.
I don't understand. Do you mean her ghost?
I don't know. I called her name, and when I looked again, she'd vanished.
Oh, you must have imagined it.
I definitely saw her. She was wearing her yellow headscarf. And I don't know if this is connected, but it was posted through the letterbox. There's another crescent hanging from the tree. What is it?
Kamari's name. She told me. In Kenya, it means moonlight.
But how has she returned?
You think it's to do with me? What I did to her?
Oh, now, Mum, don't start that.
No, well, she'd still be alive if it wasn't me. And if she somehow come back, then it's my fault.
You don't know that.
They say suicides never find peace, don't they? Oh, a poor girl. I could have helped her.
Mum, don't get all upset. I'm sure there's an explanation. You need to calm down. Take your tablets, and I'll make us a nice cuppa.
I'm running late, so I should be back by 12. All right. Okay, thanks, Valerie.
Dr. Reed, it's Mum.
Okay, I'm coming.
What is he doing? Mrs. French?
I'm all right.
Do you have any chest pain?
No.
She went all dizzy.
I saw Kamari at the window.
So, these kids from these minority backgrounds, are you honest with them?
Honest?
About how tough it is to become successful? I mean, you yourself, you must have encountered a few obstacles.
The biggest problem I probably faced was finances, with it taking 7 years to train.
No, I'm talking about discrimination.
Oh, well, I faced the odd racist comment growing up, but I mean, nothing regards my career.
Oh, come on. What about all those posh medical students? They must have given you some grief.
No, I made some really good friends, actually.
The lecturers, then?
No.
Any run-ins with your colleagues, eh?
Yeah, on occasion, but I mean, that's had nothing to do with my race.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Kind of like a bit of a family here.
Oh, great. So you're saying that nobody, not your patients or the CCG, ever treat you any differently?
That's right, yeah.
Do you think being part of a minority will affect your chances of becoming a partner? See, what I'm really trying to get at is how this impacts on your job.
I think my experiences will be very similar to those of my white colleagues. Now, if you don't mind, could we move the subject back to immigration?
Yeah, sorry, just trying to give the interview a bit of context.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And now, I do have some statistics.
Statistics?
Like, for example, did you know 12% of NHS workers are non-British? 12%? I mean, people have no idea of the contribution these people make to our society.
Sorry to interrupt. I've not had my caffeine fix this morning. Would you do the honours if I pop to the toilet? Milky, 2 sugars.
It was only a mild angina attack.
So she doesn't need to go to hospital?
No. Just lots of rest, but if it gets any worse, then call an ambulance. Who's Kamari?
A young Kenyan woman who came with me when I moved back here. Lived in the barn conversion and worked at our farm shop.
Right. Did something happen?
When I was away one night, she took her own life. Drowned.
Your mum seems to think it was her fault.
Oh, Kamari came to the cottage needing to talk, and she knocked and knocked, and Mum was in pain with her arthritis and sent her away.
And that's when it happened.
Mum's blamed herself ever since.
So she imagined Kamari at the window?
I'm not so sure. I could have sworn I saw Kamari this morning too.
What do you mean?
Well, I know it sounds crazy, but I think she's haunting us.
Imagine Al's reaction when we tell him that.
This one, none of the staff are going to be happy. But to be honest, I have been dreading it.
You must think I'm very silly, rabbiting on about ghosts.
To be honest, I don't know what to think.
Me neither. I've been jittery all morning.
Really?
Woke up to find a window smashed.
Do you think it's connected?
I really don't know. Probably not.
Well, I hope you get to the bottom of it. And if you have any questions, then give me a call. About your mum, I mean.
Bye, Doctor.
Bye-bye.
Hey, mate, is that journalist still here?
Oh, yeah, just got me making him a coffee now.
Dude, never trust the press. They've got the morals of a blocked toilet. Their noses in the gutter trying to rake up dirt. And if they can't find any, they will make it up.
Look, I don't think he's that bad, but he does keep implying I'm some sort of victim of racism.
Oh, does he now? Right, we've got one with an agenda. OK, this is what you're going to do. You're going to lull him into a false sense of security, feed him something obvious, something cliched.
How do you mean?
You know the stuff. Spin him a yarn about how you triumphed against adversity. You know, you're an underprivileged black guy who was crushed by the white elite, but you crawled to the top in the end.
Look, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Come on. It's us against them.
Kamari? No. Who are you?
Ghosts? No, Emma. There is always a scientific explanation. With psychological issues, carbon monoxide poisoning, or exposure to infrasound.
Look, I'm not saying that I believe, but it's a bit odd, isn't it? Both of them seeing it?
What do they say it looked like? Let me guess. It was either transparent or it had a white sheet on its head.
No, actually. A young Kenyan woman with a yellow headscarf.
Oh, really? That's interesting because we had a young Kenyan woman into the drop-in centre this morning and she had a scarf and that scarf was yellow.
Oh, what was wrong with her?
Well, she had, like, ectoplasm just oozing from her. She cut her hand.
Broken window.
Broken window.
What was her name?
I don't remember their names. Lydia, Linda, Anthony. I think you found your ghost, Emma. Scooby-Doo would be very pleased with you.
Ha ha.
The likeness is incredible. Are you twins? What do you want? Look, you can't just come into someone's house.
It's not the first time. Kamari. Kamari.
It was you. In my bedroom.
I wanted you to feel a fraction of the fear Kamari felt.
What?
Waking up every morning, drenched in sweat, terrified.
It's true. She was so disturbed. She'd become paranoid, scared of everything.
I've been watching you for days, waiting for the chance to get you alone. Leave it! I said leave it! Outside. Now.
Hello. Oh, Dr. Reed. Yes. Yes, I'm fine. I'm much better, thank you. What? Is she called Kamari?
No. If you could, just pass it on to your daughter.
Yes, I will.
Oh, and Edna, maybe you should call the police. You know about the smashed window?
Well, I need to discuss that with Kath first, but thank you for letting us know.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, before we move on, I just need to be clear. You mentioned something about discrimination as a child.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah?
yeah, there was actually a bit more than I let on before. There was a bit of racism on the estate.
Estate?
Here. This is where it happened.
Why are you doing this?
Kamari means serene and placid, like the moon. But my name, Linda, means defender. And that is exactly what I intend to do. Defend her memory. Here, there's a rope. Tie your feet.
No. Look, her death had nothing to do with me. She was depressed. You got it all wrong.
I don't think so.
I was away when Kamari drowned.
Tie your feet.
You have to believe me. It was my mum who refused to help, not me. Please.
Do it. Now.
Please, you have to believe me. Stop!
Yeah, my mum, she was a drug user. Yeah. Spent years trying to help her.
And, where's she now?
Oh, she died in police custody.
Oh, that's, terrible. What about your father?
Oh, he was never around. All my brothers and sisters have different dads, so...
Must have been tough.
Yeah, well, you know, growing up on the Churchill, everyone had already given up on me at school.
But you proved them wrong. All those middle-class, white teachers.
Yeah.
What an incredible journey.
You mean, what an incredible load of rubbish.
What?
Everything I just told you is a complete lie. Which you would have known if you'd have done any background research on me at all. I actually come from a very loving and stable family who have done nothing but encourage and support me.
So you've just been wasting my time?
No. You have been wasting mine. You have no intention of publishing my views on immigration, do you?
Well, that's not true.
You clearly have your own agenda. racism in the NHS.
What, and you don't believe that's important?
Of course, I'm obviously all for equality and diversity, but this is not the way to go about it.
OK, now, hang on a minute.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This interview's over.
I've called the police.
I don't care. Your daughter won't testify against me. Not after what she's done. She caused my sister's death.
How many more times? It's got nothing to do with me. Tell her, Mum.
It's the truth. It was me who wouldn't let her in the night she died.
I told you.
Something I've got to live with forever. I still have nightmares about it.
Kamari was in a bad place. It's not your fault, Mum.
Kamari always spoke of you with fondness.
I know you're looking for a reason, someone to blame. But the truth is, Kamari took her own life. It was her choice.
You snake! You obviously don't know the full story.
Why do you insist on accusing me? We gave her a job, a home.
Letters she sent me. It's all there. The cruelty, the misery that you inflicted on her.
Well, if she said that, then she was confused. Kamari had problems.
Surely I would have known, or seen.
While you were trapped in your house with arthritis, she would lock Kamari in the storeroom of the farm shop.
I never did that.
And in the evenings, she would sneak into the barn and beat Kamari.
You don't believe any of this, do you? It's all nonsense.
Well, if it's true, why didn't Kamari come to me?
She was terrified of her.
Yes, she did start to change. She got more nervous and...
Well, that had nothing to do with me.
And those bruises on her shoulder, you said she got them from a fall.
Mum, listen.
Enough! It's all here.
You treated Kamari like she was your possession. Drove her to her death. You!
How could you? Why didn't you go to the police?
Prison is the easy option. I want real justice. I'll be back to finish this. Tomorrow, next year, who knows? And I won't stop until it's you drowning in this place.
Stop! Police! Come back!
I meant what I said, you know, about calling your editor.
And say what? It's all on here, you can't exactly deny it.
It's all made up, you can't print that.
Oh, please, don't tell me how to do my job.
I'm not, but it's...
Look, I can only work with what I've got. Now, if you don't like that, shouldn't have had me a pack of lies. I'll send you a copy of the finished article.
Where are they going?
Without Lindia or the letters, there isn't enough evidence. Just what you said.
Oh.
But they're going to investigate further. I can't believe you told them.
What do you expect?
Mum, I know you're ashamed of me, but do you really want to see me in prison?
I just couldn't ignore what you'd done. All those years in Africa, it changed.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't know she'd take her own life.
A young girl has lost her life and you don't seem to care.
Of course I do. But it's not that simple. You haven't lived in Africa. These people, they're not like us.
People?
Yes. It's a cultural thing, the way they are. Take the ones who worked for me. No sense of decency. Didn't show me any respect.
Well, perhaps if you treated them differently.
It wouldn't have made any difference. They don't have the same standards. They need to be disciplined.
Disciplined?
It's the only way. Squalid lives they lead. They're more like a... What I mean is...
Stop it! Stop it! The poor girl.
What about me? You said you missed me. But when I moved back here, you spent more time with her.
She was just a timid little thing she needed looking after.
And I didn't.
Is that why you hurt her? Because you were jealous?
All I'm saying is, I needed to know that you were there for me. I was in a bad way after James left.
So you thought you'd take it out on Kamari? Hmm? Until she couldn't take any more. I'm gonna go away for a bit. I'm gonna stay with your brother.
How long for?
I don't know.
But what about me? Mum? I'm still your daughter. Who's there? Who's there?
Lily's 15 years old. She's 8 months pregnant.
She's 8 months pregnant? No.
What is it then?
It's my mum's funeral. Can you shut up?
Why would you say something like that?
Can you just give me some space?
Is it something I've done?
You know, I'm trying to build bridges. Every Sunday night we have a long telephone conversation. But the bridge isn't quite built yet.